going. That is the... Everybody in the world touched the pad and it should be used. So I've got the, let's take a little... Now then crew, and welcome back to the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel again. So many videos of Tool Girl Hana, it's unbelievable. So, on this video, Hannah's going to do a bit more soldering. She did pretty well doing that that last video where we did the blower motor out of that surf that we fixed, new brushes and bits and pieces. Yeah, that was touch and go, but we pulled it off. It works great. So on this video, I have a little job that I need to do, and I thought, well, this is perfect for Hannah to get the hang of doing a bit more soldering and a bit more hands-on with the tools as regards wiring stuff. So, if you come and join me over here, Hannah. Sure. I've got a male plug for a trailer, that goes on the trailer wire normally, and I've got the female, which goes on the car normally. Now, I've got to move a trailer next week, which is the cable is too short, so we're going to make an extension wire using these two plugs, and just a little, that's all it needs. It's just too short by a couple of feet, so we're going to use a little bit of wire. Now, this is 5-core cable, which is fine for what we need to do because we're only going to be using 5 of the pins in the plug. Ground, indicator left, indicator right, tail lights and brake lights. That's it. That's all we need, 5 pins. So we've got just the right wire to do it. And of course, we're going to use the soldering iron, and it's okay. Oh, no, it's okay. This is cold. It's fine. Just kidding. Still cold. All right, so we use the soldering iron and, of course, some solder. Now, the solder that I use, just for your interest, those out there, is Duratech. Now, I picked up this up from J-Car the other day. They made a fantastic price on it because solder's actually really expensive because it's got lead and stuff in it usually. Yeah, 40% lead. Look at that. Wow, very dangerous. And this is the 1mm version. So this will last me for about a year probably. I don't need to buy a big reel. Okay, so where do we start? Well, I suppose the first job is to take these out of the packet. So that's definitely a tool girl job, is that, I reckon. And you're probably going to need some kind of a blade for that. Yeah. Oh, you've got some snippers. Probably snippers are a bit safer than a blade. I don't like getting blood around my workshop. It's just so messy to clean up. Yeah. Why waste it? And of course we're going to bare these wires back, and then we'll work out the wiring configuration for each of the two plugs. And on the back of the thingy it gives us a little indication there. And there is actually a couple of videos already on the channel showing you how to wire these up individually. But this time we're going to make an extension cable, so we're bringing the whole lot together, making up a cable with a plug and a socket at each end. And Hannah gets to use the soldering iron and refine those intuitive skills that she obviously has for soldering, because she did a great job last time around. You like that? Oh, you're doing a great job. Munch, munch. Come on, you've got to show the viewers what of a mess you... Look at the state of that. It's like a bull in a china shop. Right, we'll get those cut open and we'll come straight back to you.
Thanks for that.
Shall I help? I'm probably off camera now, but I don't care.
There you go, yeah.
You got one? Fam, you hurt yourself? Because this stuff's pretty sharp, isn't it, if you're not careful?
Yes, it's a horrible. Hang on, what's that up there? It's like it's already been.
Yeah, I did. I just snipped it. So maybe.
Are they different?
Maybe I can do that. I don't know. I want to preserve the cardboard though, so I need to read what the...
Oh, yeah.
Here we are, look, what the wiring is.
Good. Okay.
There you go. You get your little fingers in there? Cool.
About
Super.
good.
So you're going to present those. Okay. I know you can't see yourself.
I
can't. Well positioned. Okay, good job. To get into them, on these ones, some of them have got screws on, but these ones you just take the little, you can copy them if you want. You just take the little end off there, look. That's the one, lefty loosey. And you'll see a little rubber grommet in there. We need to use that later on. That keeps all the water out of these things and slows down the corrosion. They're not great.
Oh yeah.
So you should find a little bag with a cable clamp inside.
Oh, gosh,
so you lift the little lid off. Sorry, I just do things automatically. So you pull the little lid off, there you go, look, and you're inside. And it does actually, on these ones, these are a Narva product, and they actually have, if If you can see that on there, they've got all the little names of which wires go where, which is
They
actually,
so do.
for people like me, that's really helpful. Because I don't wire these up that often, you soon forget which wires go where.
Yeah.
All I ever remember is that the middle one is the ground, is the earth. Everything else could go anywhere. Okay, I think we're about ready for...
Big.
Yeah, that's the little cable clamp that we'll be using later on.
Later, okay.
So yeah, that's cool. Got one for each of those. Okay, so we're going to need a screwdriver that fits those little tiny screws in
Tiny
there.
little
Probably the smallest star screwdriver should do the trick. Yeah, I reckon. Okay, and we're going to need some side cutters, and I'm also going to use a blade to pare back this wire. Right, let's get to work.
Okay.
You ready to do some work?
Oh, absolutely.
You going to behave yourself?
Well, I'm here.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've split all these up. That's your lid, right? So we'll put your
Yeah.
your bits over there.
Okay.
And this is, so I'll do this one. In fact, hang on a minute. This is the female one, so you should have the female one.
Okay, let's swap.
All right, and I should have the male one because I'm the
Sure.
chap. Obviously, I think that should work. There we go. Right. Now the wire. This is the next bit. So we've got to bear the
Okay.
wire back. It's only a short piece,
Yeah.
and basically, when it sits inside the plug, you really want the insulation to be clamped. So we don't want to pull this black insulation too far back, otherwise, you know, it's not going to clamp that well. It clamps a lot better when it's on the black bit.
Yeah.
So really, about that length will be fine to bear the wires back. That should give us enough to get right to these corner ones as well, furthest away. So with that in mind, we need to remove that, but not damage the wires inside. And I have a little trick for that, which you've got to be super careful, but it does work. Right, we find a blade. Blades mean blood. Okay, so probably about that length, didn't we? About there should do it. Maybe a bit. We can always cut back. Some people go a little bit longer. All right. So now I just score the outside, and then you can bear it back.
Nice.
You see, there's no harm at all to the wire, but you've got to be really light with the blade, otherwise you end up, you know, munching the wire underneath, and then you've got to start again. So you just putting a chink in the armour, so to speak, and a weak point, and it breaks at that point. And it's sort of the best way I've found of doing it, without wasting loads of wire, you know. You are hungry, aren't you? You don't have any breakfast?
No, I wasn't really in the mood for breakfast this morning. I had a coffee.
Coffees are good. There we go, look. So if
Nice.
you look around there,
Wow.
if Andy's done a good job, you'll see that there's no damage whatsoever to any of those wires, which is what we need.
Fantastic.
Right, so I'll do one end,
Okay.
and then you can risk your fingers. Yeah, and do the other end. Now, next job is to bear off some of this insulation off each individual wire. And we don't need to do too much. It only wants to go into the wire, into the little clamp, about 5 mil. So what I do with the side cutters, my students used to love me watching me do this. Get the side cuts. Now you've got crimp, 90 degrees crimp. So you've crimped all the way around.
Yep.
And then on the second crimp, you just hold it and then pull it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite a quick way of doing it. Crimp, crimp, pull.
Nice.
And if you start pulling wires off,
Yeah.
you know you've crimped it too hard. There you go. Works out pretty well. And the white one's the ground. Quite often they're a slightly thicker wire as well. On this occasion, it's not, unfortunately. We give them a little twist. Somebody told me off for twisting wires. I've always done it. It's just the way it is. We're not all perfect. Maybe it's like OCD. I have to do it. Okay, so net. There's a third person here. What's going on? Jeez. Okay, so now we need to solder these. Just basically run some solder down each one. We don't want blobs on the end because otherwise it won't fit into the little clamp. But we just need to basically solder that up, and that will help to reduce the effect corrosion has on these.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to warm up the soldering iron. But whilst that's warming up, you can copy that.
Sure, I'd love to.
At that end, yeah.
Okay.
Now, can I trust you with that blade?
Yeah.
You're going to be all right.
Oh,
You're not going to sue me for like
No.
no fingers and
No,
things.
no, no, no.
Okay, cool. I got that on tape, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. It might be too light with it.
Better if you're too light than too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You ever cut yourself with a blade? Accidentally?
Yeah, possibly at some stage, I'm sure, but...
Shall I show you what I did? You ready?
No.
You like this?
Oh, gosh.
All right, viewers, here you go. So, yeah, it was that one. So I was about 15 years old, and I was cutting some plastic. Yeah, I was shaving some plastic like this. And it was about 6 o'clock in the morning. I was up early, as always.
Yeah.
And the blade went through my finger, all the way through,
Yuck.
right to this corner here.
Yuck.
And I remember when it happened, I was like,
I feel
oh man, yeah, I was like, how on earth could that be possible? Because the blade would have gone through my finger and it doesn't hurt. So upon closer inspection, I looked at it, and there was this little line of blood just started to seep through on this. You can't really see it now, the scars under all the dirt, but there's a little line around there, and the blood started to ooze through, and I was like, oh, I did cut my finger.
Yeah.
So then, being the lad that I am, I then got the end of my finger and pulled back one half, and I saw the bone sticking up at me, and I was like, okay, now is time to go to hospital.
Yeah.
Went to hospital, and they put a plaster on it.
No.
Bastards. I cut right from the back of here
Kidding.
to there. I could see my bone, and they cleaned it up and put a plaster on it.
Yuck.
There you
Should
go.
have had some stitches.
That was English National Health Service for you. They spent about 3 pence on a plaster. So that's why the scar's a bit bad. Oh wow, look at you. You're on a mission. I think you're about there, aren't you? If you give it a good pull, it might just come off. You're almost there.
I need a little bit more here.
Oh, you've done it. Look at that. Bloody good for first attempt. How are your wires looking? Oh, that's all right. We can let you off for that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's not through or anything,
Yeah.
so that's all right. Okay, next
Brilliant.
mission.
Yep, so now you want the
Yep.
side cutters for the next
Thank you
bit.
very much. And about there, eh?
Yeah, about 5 mil. Yeah, so it's just gingerly,
Yeah.
and then turn it 90, and then what you do is, I'll just show you again, just so you got it.
Yeah.
So you've done the first one. You've already crimped it, right?
Yeah.
So you just run it. Use your thumb as a lever.
Yeah, okay.
It makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, you're sort of pulling at it.
Yeah.
Hang on, side cutters that way.
That way.
Sorry, they're a bit rusty. It's just so if you cut yourself, you get tetanus as well, which just makes it more interesting. Yeah. Then we can follow you, your recovery and things from that.
Okay.
There you go. You got it.
Okay.
That's cool. It's pretty specific just how much pressure you put on it.
Yeah.
And it's just through experience that you get that
Yeah.
feel. When I first showed my students, there were bits of wire being cut through all over the place. They had immense amounts of fun.
Okay, I've nearly got that. Oh, I've got to pull it off. Why is it not coming off?
Well, you're almost there, yeah?
Yeah.
You got it. Cool.
Okay, one more.
One more. Maybe not quite so long, about
Long,
5
yeah.
mil. Yeah.
Okay. About there.
Oh, you're learning so much.
I
aren't you?
am, I really am. It's amazing.
There'll be competition out
Oh,
there now,
okay.
fixing cars and stuff. Excellent. Okay, so a little twist together on all of them.
Okay.
That's it. I'll just see if our little soldering iron's up to temp. All right.
That one's a wee bit long, but that's all right.
Oh, we'll snip it down later on.
Yep.
Cool.
Ta-da!
Good job. Right, so what we'll do, make life a bit easier, we'll pop this in the vise.
Yep.
Just, again, not to crush it because that can damage the wires, but just to hold it all for us, and then you can zip across with a soldering iron
Oh, yep.
and solder them all up.
Okay.
Yeah, easy. Did you ever watch a program in England? We had a program called Open All Hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember
Well,
that?
my dad watched
Yeah,
that,
it's
yeah.
very cool, and they
Yeah.
had a till.
Yes,
Remember the
the
till?
till, yes.
And they had to. The till was so dangerous they had to bang it and it'd fly open. Well, this vice reminds me a bit of that. Every time you've got to sort of
Right.
work it, otherwise it catches
It's a
you
bit
out.
delicate.
It's a bit delicate. Right, so one soldering iron,
Okay.
and there's your solder. Now, obviously, you didn't bring your PPE with you again today, and I'll have to remind you about that off camera, obviously.
Okay, sure.
So be very careful not to drop solder down the front of your leg.
Yes,
because that
I would not be
probably
impressed about
hurt
that.
a little bit.
I'll stand with my butt out. How's that?
That sounds great. It's pretty cool when you have the heels on because you're the same height as me now,
Oh, yeah.
so that I can judge the camera height really
Cool.
well. Yeah,
Awesome.
they're there for a reason. That's why Hannah was told to wear, what, 4, 5 inch heels? I don't
Something
know.
like that.
Yeah, because it makes it easy to film, obviously. Right, Hannah, soldering iron's up to temperature.
Is it?
You've got your solder.
Okay.
Now remember what I told you on the last video?
No.
Okay, so I'll do the first one for you,
Okay.
just to get you going. I'll do the most dangerous one, how's that? So tin the end of the iron,
like
and
that.
that helps the heat transfer onto the wire. Oh yeah, look, it's done.
Yeah.
Easy as
Okay,
that,
so just
right?
like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're doing a wee bit on here like this,
Yep.
and then
Such a good student.
not actually
So soldering
That's
iron underneath
Oh,
the wire.
under,
Yeah.
yeah. put on there already.
That's it.
Yep.
It won't bite you. See if you can get the solder to go right up to the insulation.
Oh, okay.
So just a bit, maybe give it a little dab once you see it start to flow. That's it. You got it. Get rid of those.
Yeah, thanks.
There you go. Fantastic. Natural. It's a good little soldering iron, that one, actually. Oh, that's alright. It doesn't matter if it drips. As long as it doesn't drip on you, that's all
Yeah,
that matters.
just standing out.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Don't let it
give
flake. There
me
you go.
that. Give
Cool.
me that back.
That's it.
Okay,
Perfect.
sweet.
Job done.
Yeah.
Right. You're good. You're doing it. It's fantastic. Yeah. Good job.
Crikey, where's that fan?
Yeah, we should plumb that up. That'll work. Give it a good sort of 24-hour endurance test. That is really, really good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely bang on. So
Yay.
what we'll do is we'll set you up for the next one.
Okay.
Now, are you right-handed or left-handed?
A bit of both, but I'm using the soldering iron.
Would it be easier on this side of the
Maybe.
vise? Give
Maybe
it a
try
try. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a bit ampy.
Cool.
Ampy? Ampy? Or whatever they call it.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous?
Dexterous. Yeah. Basically, you're good with your hands,
I
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I had to bring the conversation down again.
Yeah.
You be careful not to let the wire flick because it might flick solder up at you.
Okay.
That would be really bad.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be very upset about that.
Yeah, because, you know, really you should be wearing eye protection on this one.
Okay.
We do have some. If you want some, you can have it. But it's quite a hot day. They steam up.
Alright.
Then you can't see what you're doing. Then you start soldering your hands and things and it hurts. It's pretty cool, this new soldering iron I got. It's got these little LED lights in it.
Okay.
It just helps to light up what you're doing.
Nice.
So you can go out and solder in the dark if you want. It's really,
Wow.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Right, I think that's it, Andy.
You've done it. Fantastic.
Okay.
Right, go on, show the people what you did.
Show the people. I did it.
Look at that. It's not bad for, like, you know, first time round soldering.
For a girl. No.
For a girl, you know, obviously. Blokes will be straight in there, no problem at all. But you got to give the chicks a bit of a
Pretty impressive. A bit of a
bit of slack, haven't you, really? Oh, I think you've done a great job.
Thanks.
Apart from that one.
Yeah, there's a wee
Yeah.
bubble. A wee bubble on that one.
They look a bit blobby.
Yeah.
That's all right. We can work around that.
Cool.
Okay, now there was one we had to snip down a bit. That was the green one, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
do you want to trim that down a little bit for us?
Sure.
Because it's probably going to expose too much of the
Can I do
bare
that
wire. Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
And just
Yeah. Give it a
About
cut.
there, do you
Yeah,
reckon?
Go for it. Perfect. Right. Next job is what should we do first? We'll do my end first. We'll do,
Okay.
do the male end first because it's more manly. And usually when you buy these things, all the little screws are all the way down, so you've got to basically wind them all out until there is, you know, to expose the little tunnel fully before you can pop the wires in. So there you go. That's for you if you want to whiz
Okay.
those out.
Yep. My concentration face.
Yes. It's hilarious when I have to edit these videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, freeze frame on the concentration face. It's funny.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tool Girls usually end up being the butt of most of my jokes.
Wow, I think we can change that.
Mm.
I think you're going to be the...
Yeah, I'm going to be getting as much as I give, I think,
so.
with this one. Just a bit of a live one.
Aha.
I've heard stories.
Have you?
Yeah. Now you're taking the screw all the way out.
Hang on,
Oh,
no,
man.
that one just fell out.
No, it was your. No, it's not going to pick it up because it's not steel, is it?
No.
It's brass, so you've got to. Hang on. There. Right.
Okay.
Okay. I do struggle with these because my fingers
No,
are like.
that's right. Here, let me try.
You got it? Your nimble fingers?
I'm just going to put it in there anyway.
Give it a go. Really hard to get them started again. Oh, you're so close. Yeah.
Thanks.
Round 2.
Okay,
Editing.
did I
Ooh, so close.
Did I loosen them off a little bit too much, do you think?
Yeah, I think you just got to look down the hole as you're doing it.
I see.
So that one can come back out a little bit, can't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Then we can show the people. That'll do. Brilliant.
And that one probably can come up a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple that you can tweak a little bit more.
Yep, I see it.
Brilliant. You got it sussed.
Got it now.
There, look.
Just
So we've
figure
listened.
it out.
All the little screws are up the top. That's all you have to do.
Right.
It's not hard. Right. Okay, now, it says here all the different colours. Well, actually, it doesn't say the colours. It just says what each terminal does. And I could maybe read them out to you, but you probably can't see them. We've got left turn signal at the top, and then we've got the brake, and then we've got... Oh, don't read that one. It says service brake. We don't have a service brake on there. Earth, auxiliary, which we're not going to use, tail, and the right-hand signal down the bottom.
Cool.
Easy, but in actual fact, just look at
It's
that.
all there.
It's all there. Perfect. Okay, let's do the easy one first. Let's do the earth, which is the white wire. I know that. There, let you see. Number 3, earth return, white. So, all you need to do next is, we'll do the white one first, which is the earth. Pop it in there, and then screw it up. So if you want me to hold them in for you while you do them?
Yeah,
that'll
just
work,
hold that like that,
Yeah.
and I will...
You won't stab me, will you?
Oh, try not to.
That'll do. Just do them up a bit.
Just a wee bit.
In fact, go and grab the small flat, because sometimes you can get a better purchase on with the flat screwdriver. Is it in there, or is it?
Yeah, no, I've got it.
You got it? Cool. Because then you can get it in the flat there and give it a little tweak. There
Yep.
you go. You got more power with that, haven't you? Right. Now,
Next.
let's start at the top. So left-hand signal
Yep, yellow.
is the yellow. So that's going to be that one. There you go.
Nice, nice. And a little bit extra.
Yeah. Give it a tweak. God, I'm risking life and limb doing this with you.
No.
Okay. Reverse signal we don't use. Right hand is the green,
Okay,
which is down here, look.
it's going into 4.
Yeah, so we'll pop that in there. My eyesight's terrible these days. Right. All I can see on the camera is lots of hands and fingers and stuff doing stuff. There we go. Right. Oh, tweak. There we go. And we also need to do the tail light, which is the brown. So that goes, see that, number 7?
Yeah.
It goes in there, hopefully. There you go. Cool.
Last one.
And brake, stop lamps, number 6, which is up there, look. So we'll pop that into there. Man, you're so quick.
Don't look around, Andy.
Don't muck around at all. And then, and what we could have done if we were really, really professional, is you can actually shorten down the middle wire so the whole thing sits in.
Oh,
But
yeah.
there's plenty of room in there. So
Yeah.
I always think it's
Squish
best
it
to
in.
leave a bit of spare, because in the future, when they corrode, you can snip them down.
Oh,
You've got a
true.
bit of spare wire.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know, so it might look more pretty at the start, but this is really a better way of doing it. Now, all that's left to do with this one is put the cable clamp on. So that's in your little bag,
Okay.
and you should have 2. Oh, you can rip it open, sorry, if you want.
Right.
Way too dainty. Right. Now, the cable clamp can go one of 2 ways, depending on how thick the cable is.
Yeah.
Now, this is quite thin, so it wants to go with the barbs down.
Okay.
But if you find that the cable's really thick, you can turn that around and do it that way around if you want.
Yep.
So if I hold that there, see if you can get one of those screws in, look. You might just use a screwdriver.
And that one might be a bit small. I know it's alright.
Remember, you've got to start the thread, so you've got to push quite hard. Yeah, give it a go. Goodbye, thumb. Okay, that'll do for now.
Okay.
And then you can do the same on that side.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's so much easier with 4 hands. Ah, trap my skin, thank you. Right, can you get the neck size up, Posy?
Sure can, yeah.
Because they're quite big, those ones. There you go. Give them a little tweak. You good?
Yeah.
Perfect. So now, a bit of a test.
Yep.
When you pull on the cable, it doesn't put any force on these wires and the little clamps.
Cool.
So next job. Now, fortunately, we haven't put the other plug on the end because we've still got some things to put down here.
Okay.
We've got the grommet.
Right.
That has to go down first. So see if you can thread. Yeah, a challenge for you. See if you can thread that
That way?
around. Yeah,
Okay.
down through those wires. Jeez, wow. Takes me hours to do that. Okay, and then you want the little plug,
So
little
which way
twiddly
does
cap thing on.
that Go that
Yeah.
way as well?
Other way. That's it. Yeah. There you go. Bloody hell. Right. So next job is to put the lid on.
Sweet.
But before we do that, we're going to put a little bit of spray on there just to
Okay.
help protect it. Okay, there you go. You can be spray girl.
Okay.
And
am I spraying everywhere?
just the metal bits, really the important bits.
Oh, gosh.
Oh man, it's all over the place.
Oh,
Jeez.
I'm a messy girl.
God, look at that. Usually my job. Right then. Pop the lid on, put the little tines in, push the grommet in. There we go, look. And now you can screw that on the top. Somebody's here. I don't know who's here. Should go and find out. They'll have a shock seeing you. Right. There we go.
Nice.
So you've actually wired up a trailer plug.
That's unreal. I can't believe it.
Yeah, you've never done that before, have
Never
you?
ever.
Have you ever wired a household plug up? You know, for your
No.
TV or something? Never
No.
done that either? Oh,
Not,
somebody else done
not
it.
like this.
Cool. Well, there you go, including soldering the wires. Bloody good. Now, before we do the other one, which is the female, we need to put, before we forget, we need to put the little the cap on first.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, so
And it
put
was
that
way,
down.
wasn't it?
Yeah, put that down there
Wasn't it?
first.
That way?
Yep. It's raining.
Yeah.
There you go. And then that one with the taper outwards. That's it.
Okay.
Perfect. Right. Well, believe it or not, I'm going to leave the next bit all up to you
Okay, great.
because you've done the learning bit now, haven't
Yeah,
you?
I can do this.
Cool.
Okay. He's leaving this bit all up to me, so let's see how we go.
How you getting on?
Yeah, it's kind of difficult when you're
It is,
Showing.
isn't it? It's really hard.
showing.
Teaching you how to present, you say.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a skill. I'm crap at it.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
I'll get there. It's hard to focus on this and myself at the same time.
Jeez.
You right there, Andy?
You're going to stand over here in mind of you.
Okay, so we've done that bit there. Awesome. Now I'm going to put all the wires in. Yeah, I've got all those bits in. I'm going to do all the wires, and we're going off this one.
Yep.
time?
Yeah, they should both be the same actually.
So-
Should be.
What, number one and number one, and so I'm popping that. So
So which, that's the yellow one, right?
Yep.
And which turn
going
signal is
into
that one?
left-hand turn, number one.
You got it? Yeah.
So it's a bit blobby, that one, so it's not quite...
Oh, do you want me to cut it down?
Wait a minute, it could just be the screw. So
Go
I'll
on
just
then.
unscrew the... Right, so check that little knock on the door. I might leave that one for when Andy gets back. There's a bit of a... It's a bit blobby, see?
Yeah.
Okay, I messed up with that one. Let's go number... Have we got a black one? No, we've got an earth number 3. So I'm going to go earth number 3. That is a little bit blobby to that. There we go. So that one's fine.
I can see a time when there's going to be Andy Mechanic videos and Andy Mechanic won't even be in them. It's fantastic. I'll be down at the pub. I'll be able
Thanks,
to
Andy.
see what you've edited, uploaded, and
Yeah.
that's fine. Excellent.
Yeah, upload, fine. Okay, is it? I'm not sure.
So you've just done the earth one, yeah, the white one.
Yeah, because the other one was a little bit blobby.
We can fix that.
So how do we... Oh, we can leave that till last anyway.
Oh, I can do it now. Do it
Yep.
now. So it's the yellow one, yeah? The yellow one was blobby.
Yeah.
Mr. Blobby. Right, so if you're super careful with the side cutters, you can actually sort of trim some of the solder off. The other option is, mind your eyes. Yeah, give that a try.
Okay.
That might work.
So that was number...
That was down the bottom, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Perfection.
Oh man, you see that's where experience shines through.
Experience. Okay.
You got it? Maybe use the flat one if it's twisting around, because it is a little bit smaller.
I suppose it doesn't go right down anyway because there's a wire in the way now, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
What's next?
So now I'm going to do the green one, which is the right-hand turn signal, I'm guessing, number 4.
Right at the top, isn't it? Oh.
That fits in
Okay.
just nice.
Show the people.
Nice and
People need to see.
people. Is it fitting in there?
Good job.
Okay, now I got to screw it up. Screw it up.
It's quite a lot harder with only 2 hands, isn't
Gosh,
it?
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorted. Right, so what's left? We've just got the red one and the brown one to go.
Okay, so
I'll just-
6
I'll
is the red.
Thread them round. There we go. So 6 is down there, look, isn't it? If I hold that for you.
Thanks.
Because you're doing a great job, but I can see that it's a lot easier with 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. How's that?
Perfect.
So if you just undo it for a second, because it's not gone quite all the way in. There we are. Brilliant. Super. Okay.
Okay.
And then we've just got the tail, which is this one here, look. By the looks of it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There you go. It's in.
Is it in?
Yep. Okay, use your bigger screwdriver again. Your flats. There you go.
Okay. And
Brilliant.
what about this? Oh, that's nothing.
I think we're all there. Let's give them a quick check. I think we're good to go. Wow. So how do you think you'd have done if I hadn't shown you at the start and just given you the plugs?
Might have been here for a while.
See you on Tuesday. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, so we can push all those up there now out of the way. Like I say, I like to keep a bit of spare cable in there. And all we need now is the cable clamp. So that's what we've done so far. Pretty damn good. Look at that. Very professional.
Thumbs up.
Bloody good for a first effort, I must admit, you know. Yeah.
Sorry, concentration.
Let her loose the camera for 1 minute and look what happens. Okay, so if I hold the clamp
Yep.
again, you can pop those little screws in. Now these are a bit tricky, I know. Oh, like a boss. That'll do. You might have overcooked that
Loosen
one.
it off a bit.
Yeah, for a little bit for now. We'll give them a tweak later on. Just get that way. Cool. Right. Last one. I'm amazed my fingers haven't been stabbed yet.
Yeah, considering there's a camera.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
Job done. Right, so what was left before we put the lid on? Remember?
What was the left?
What did we have to do before we put the lid back on?
Oh, you spray?
Yeah, so if you want to spray that a little bit. That'll just help to keep the corrosion down a bit, you see.
Okay.
Because this is off a boat trailer, so they often go in the water.
Oh, yeah.
And doesn't do them any good.
So how's that going?
So you've got your little, see those little pegs at the front?
Yep.
They pop into little holes down there. There you go, pop the grommet in.
Little potty thing.
Yeah, and then slide you. I'm pleased you remembered that because otherwise you've got to start all over again. Yeah, it's not fun. I often forget to put that down the wire.
Do you?
Yes.
Screw it on nice and tight.
Pretty good. That'll do, I think. Oh, there. Is that it? Yeah. Super.
Excellent.
And just to check it works, because we've got a
Okay.
male and a female, and obviously, you know,
Yeah.
it should work, shouldn't it? So it
Should
should
do.
go in. Ah, ta-da!
Yay.
Look at that. There you go.
Woohoo.
So there you go, crew. One little extension lead for your trailer with the male plug that goes into your car and the female that will connect to the cable off the trailer. Now, obviously, around the world, you've got different styles of trailer plugs, but this is what we have here in New Zealand. I'm sure these are elsewhere in the world as well, maybe in America. I'm not too sure. Never been to America, actually, but I will come across one day, that's for sure. Right, well, Tool Girl Hana, you know where this is going to go, don't you? There you go, look. Owned. Ha ha ha.
Done.
Perfect.
Success.
Yeah, I reckon. Okay, crew. Well, if you enjoyed the video, then why not subscribe to the channel? Click on subscribe. You'll see a little gear icon turn up. Click on the gear icon, and then you can tick the box and turn on notifications. You'll also see a little bell symbol on some smart devices. You can just click on that, and again, that does the same job.
Awesome.
You okay there?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, constantly using my screen to just prune herself and make us look more beautiful. Jeez. Okay, you've got to stand this side now.
Okay.
Remember the lines?
Yes.
Good.
So how does it
Should
go?
do by now. Yeah.
So you can find us on Facebook, Google, Instagram, and Twitter. Is that right?
Bloody. It's exactly right. That is absolutely bang
Oh,
on. Yes.
sweet.
And you can't say them too fast because otherwise the little icons flick up on the screen.
Oh,
really
right.
fast. So
Okay.
you've got
Facebook, Instagram, Google, and Twitter.
perfect. Okay, crew. Well, hopefully you found that one helpful, and I'll see you next time.
See you
Cheers,
next
crew.
time.
Over and out.
Mwah.
Here we go again. So much trouble.